last night, I was just like kind of chilling and stuff. And then randomly, out of absolutely nowhere, there's been a drip marketing for, is it 2.2? Is it 2.1? No, it's 2.2, for 2.2. And what is so funny is that everybody was expecting Firefly, right? Everybody was expecting Firefly or Sam or, you know, one of the characters that was just part of the main story, right? And so out of nowhere, we randomly get a guy that we've never seen before. And we're just like, what the heck is happening? And like, my head just exploded and I just lagged out for like 5 minutes. I was like, what the heck is going on? So here it is. Here is the trip marketing we got right there. Boothill. Who is that guy? Why did we get that random out of nowhere? We don't know who they are. We don't know why they're here. And just like, why? Why is he here? Why do we get this like Arlecchino in like inside HSR who's a dude cowboy cyborg? It's like, that's what I'm saying. We got absolutely bamboozled. It's crazy to me. It makes no sense, but here we are. No Sam, no Firefly, just get got by Boothill. So there is, and I will say, I was talking earlier about the fact that, like, you know, I'm not super into cyborgs, I'm not super into cowboys, but that being said, yes, he does look cool. I mean, he has his old flair. I do like long hair, but I kind of want to see like how the back of his hair looks like. He has frills. The first thing that like popped up into my mind when I saw him was, you know, like the set, the artifact set in the game that's about like the cowboy set essentially, because the cowboy set, I think there was a lot about the story about like a bounty hunter kind of going around, and I mean, he looks like a bounty hunter, so that's just that popped up into my mind, right? So Boothill, who's that guy? So he's a hunt character. I feel like hunt characters kind of have it pretty rough lately because a lot of like the hard content is more geared toward having a lot of enemies. You know, like 3 enemies at the very least. And so it's been a bit tough for like single target characters. And also it's a physical hunt. That's kind of interesting because in terms of physical damage, we don't have a lot in terms of 5 stars. I think we have Clara basically, right? So yeah, I'm really interested to see what he's all about. So obviously, when you look at the character, it's kind of hard to say, but he does have the red eyes. Although, like here up top, we can see something in here. It doesn't look like, I'm not sure if it's a cross or not. But yeah, obviously with the hair colors, the color scheme, like the white and black here, the color scheme of the clothes is like red and black. So obviously very, very reminiscent of Arlecchino. He has a gun, as a cowboy does, and a rope. So the rope, I think that gives me, obviously, cowboy, bounty hunter, that gives me like a lasso kind of vibe. Like he just throw it around and try to grab someone and shoot him in the head kind of stuff, you know? So yeah, I'm not too sure what to think of. First of all, let's kind of read what this is all about down here. It says, extraterrestrial satellite communication, Boothill. So there's this thing, someone went and tinkered with my synesthesia beacon. So now all you folks can hear is me and those adorable little troublemakers talking like this. Cutie, 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 looky here, see? A cyborg cowboy drifting among the stars, extremely optimistic and unrestrained. He is a member of the Galaxy Rangers who soar to punish the wretched by any and all means. His flamboyant and brash actions were all to draw the attention of the Interstellar Peace Corporation, the target of his revenge. That's like so interesting. So first of all, there's a few things in there, obviously. The first thing to pick out is the fact that he's a Galaxy Ranger member. And what's really interesting in here is that obviously Acheron said that she's a Galaxy Ranger. Is it true? It's really hard to say. It's really hard to believe anyone in Penacony at the moment. So we don't know if she's a Galaxy Ranger, if she's just lying to get into, if she was just lying to get into Penacony, essentially. So is she a friend or a colleague of Boothill? We don't really know if the Galaxy Ranger like works together or if they're more like a lone wolf kind of situation. Clearly, this character seems to be more of a lone wolf, but maybe they do have some connections with Acheron if she turns out to be a Galaxy Hunter. The other thing I'm thinking about is like, what if Acheron is lying and Boothill is after her? But I don't know, that's hard to believe. He does say that he has a vendetta against the IPC. So I could definitely see him going after like Aventurine or even, Dr. Ratio. So that's really, really curious. I'm looking forward to see like what he's doing in Penacony. And if we remember what happened during the main quest, right? There was this moment when we stepped in to help out Firefly, right? Firefly was being like investigated by the Bloodhound family, right? And then the head of the Bloodhound family, Gallagher, walked in and was like, all right, what's happening in here, you know? And then they were talking about, yeah, we heard that like the stowaway, so someone that came into Penacony illegally, had silver hair. And so they were saying that it was obviously Firefly who has silver hair or grayish hair. And then there was a discussion about how the person that is a stowaway is supposed to be male. So, taking that into consideration, we now have Boothill, who's here with his silver, grey, dark hair. I'm gonna say that's probably the stowaway in question, right? Especially if he's here to get his revenge on the IPC. He probably wouldn't be walking, like, through the main door. But, I mean, who knows? This whole thing is a lot of shenanigans. But, I don't know, he probably doesn't have an invitation, right? So that being said, I'm super excited to see like what's going to happen between the Bloodhound family, Boothill, and obviously the IPC. It's super exciting. Of course, if we look at the name, here we have a cross. I think the cross could be a lot of things. It could be, like blood. It could be a X mark the spot, or like on the bounty hunter kind of thing. Like I can see like the wanted poster with a cross against it once you take down the targets. And the other thing to see is obviously the bullet hole. Is the I in the name is a bullet, and then you see the two bullet shots. The bullet shot at the top to be the dot, and another bullet shot around the O over there. So taking all of this into consideration, I don't really know what his kit would be. Like as a bounty hunter, single target physical damage dealer. Maybe his skill could be like a kind of mark. Like I don't know. I'm when I think bounty hunter, I feel like mark. Like you place a mark on a target, and then you deal more damage to it. Something like that, So maybe, maybe like you mark the target and then you deal more damage to him. Maybe it would be. What would be good for a hunt character would be to be able to place. Maybe it would be able to place like physical weakness on the enemy, because like a bounty hunter like hunts everybody, So regardless of the enemy type, it would be able to place physical weakness on the enemy with his skill. And then, as I said earlier, the ultimate, I could see him like walking in and like lasso the enemy, capture them like maybe with a sniper, like shoot them in the head. But like he has a revolver, so I would just see him like maybe unload, like go through every bullet like something like that. I don't know, that would be kind of crazy. So I could see him like making himself be the bane of every single enemy. So I could see that idea of like maybe being able to place like a physical weakness on the enemy. I think that would be nice as a DPS, especially with the hunt, because the hunt has been having some trouble in terms of like cleaning content. So maybe that would make him able to be useful in every situation. I'm not too sure. So yeah, we'll see. It's kind of hard to say, especially because he came out of nowhere, right? We don't know anything about him because we don't see him in the game so far. So man, this is so exciting. I'm looking forward to to learn more about him and see where and when he comes into the story. That said, am I gonna be pulling for him? Honestly, probably not. As I was saying, I want Acheron, obviously. I don't know if I'm gonna pull for Robin. Maybe I will pull for Robin, but I definitely want Sam. So yeah, I think this might be a skip for me. Yeah, we really got bamboozled here. Everybody was expecting Sam or Firefly, but no. Apparently, we got Boothill. So yeah, well played.